everybody, David here again for another round of AI and automation, and happy Saturday, by the way. So in the previous videos, I did show you how you could use AI models and connect them to your workflow. We were using UiPath, but if you are using another provider, is fine. You can use Microsoft Power Automate, Automation Anywhere. It's up to you, right? What you're more comfortable with. So today I'm going to show you something more complex, right? Because in the previous videos I did show you how actually we could use intelligent process automation to understand customer requests, intent and sentiment, and then how we can leverage automation to route those customer requests to the right team, to the right department, or to the right person, right? But this time I'm going to show you an end-to-end automation, right? No human intervention. If we want, we can add more complexity to this. We can even do after a human in the loop, basically for our model to learn, or we can just use machine learning. It depends. But this is amazing, guys. You will see. Here I have my workflow, right? So our AI bot is going to log into a CRM. So here we are using Salesforce. Again, you can use any type of CRM you want, or ERP system. It is going to work because our robot, again, just needs a password, a login and a password. That's it. But you can do also API automation. I mean, that's the way to go. But here I just want to show you that the robot can basically work in any types of systems. So then after logging into the CRM, it will navigate to the email queues, right? To select actually the email actually it was trained for. So our robot actually is only handling goodwill gestures. Okay, so let's say today some customers are complaining they received actually the orders late, or they've been complaining about bad service, and we want to do a goodwill gesture. We don't want our agents or advisor to spend time on those. We want actually an AI bot, an agent, to be able to handle these types of requests, right? Because we want our people to focus on more valuable tasks. So here the robot is going to navigate through the queues, and it will read each email leveraging AI, right? And understand the intent, okay, and the sentiment of the customer. If the email is related to a commercial gesture, it will handle the case, okay? But if it does not relate to it's not related to commercial gesture, well, it will move to the next one, because we want the robot to handle those, right? Then it will check if the customer is eligible for a goodwill gesture or not, because there are some criteria. I mean, it will check if the customer is a loyal customer. The business has, their business has been doing actually spending money on our business. Then we want to give them actually a voucher. But if not, that customer is not going to be eligible for a voucher. Again, it depends. We can give some specific instructions to the robot, and it will follow those instructions, right? If the customer is eligible, it will basically generate the voucher. If it is not eligible, it will send an email, customized email, very politely and respectfully explaining to the customer that he is or she is not eligible for a voucher. And then if the customer is eligible, it will navigate to the voucher tool, will generate the voucher. And then this is interesting. If actually there is a directory, existing directory for the particular customer where we're storing all his vouchers, well, the robot gonna save this new voucher to that directory. But if the directory does not exist, so the robot will first create a directory and then will save the new voucher to this directory, right? Then it will go back basically to the CRM in the client's account, okay, to apply the voucher, right? We want to have a trace of the voucher. Then it will leave a traceability to the CRM saying, hey, this is what I've done. And then in the end, it will send a personalized email, okay? Let me show you guys live, one of my AI bots. I recorded basically doing this type of work. That way you can see how basically the robot works. So 1 second, let me bring the recording so you can see how the bot works. There you go. So here, we're running actually UiPath Studio. Again, no need to go to the details. If you want to know how I build this workflow, no worries, I can do a session with that. So the robot here is going to use my credentials, my login and my password to log into Salesforce. And even if there is an error, it will go back to the orchestrator to get the latest credentials, as you can see, and log into basically the CRM, Salesforce. So now it will go to the service part, okay? And it will go to cases, and just look at all these cases. Doesn't really matter. Even if you had like thousands of cases, the robot gonna do some iteration, right? It will iterate through each case using models, AI models. It will understand like the request, and then it will perform some tasks. So it is looking for let's say goodwill gesture requests, and it just found one, right? So then what it will do, it will go to this company's basically account to check if the company is eligible for a voucher or not. Okay, so if the company is eligible for a voucher, then it will go to this tool. This is just like for demo purposes, right? It will generate here a voucher, okay, and it will check if the directory exists. If the directory exists, it's fine, it will put it there. If not, it will create it and then save the voucher in that directory. Okay, so then it will go back to the company's account to apply, basically, just for traceability, to put the voucher in this account. Okay, as you can see, it will now put the voucher number. Okay, it will even take like a screenshot of the voucher for traceability and put it, there you go, and put it in this company's account, right? Okay, and then what actually our bot is going to do, it will go back to the case, right? Because the customer asked for a voucher, so it will go back to that case to leave traceability. And you're gonna see it will use Gen AI here. The company is eligible for a voucher, of 90K, blah blah blah. It will type a comment, for the other people for their references. Okay. And now what our robot is going to do now, it has to basically reply to the customer, right? Because the customer is the one who asked for the voucher. So it will use Gen AI. It will take all the variables of that voucher. It will draft a professional email and then send it to our client. So this is the last stage. So as you can see, it's sending it to the person who requested for the voucher. You are eligible for this voucher. It will insert all the details about this voucher, the QR code, and everything for the customer to be able to use his voucher, right? So again, I think this is amazing, right? I really love like to see practical cases of AI and automation. I believe in real case scenarios and not just using AI as a buzzword. If again you want me to cover another topic, around AI and automation, I'll be more than happy to do that. Thanks again, and have a blessed weekend.